That's right. We live in here, baby. All right. Y'all can let me know in the chat if y'all can hear me pretty good or not. I'm trying to get want to have a conversation with you guys. Let me check and see if everything is on the up and up. Right quick before we get started. Let's see here. Okay, let me I'm just trying to get everything situated. I'm trying to get everything set right so we can kick it up in here. Up in here, up in here. Okay. Here. Trying to get this thing popping right quick, y'all. I'm trying to get it popping. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me pretty good in the chat. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me pretty good in the chat. I want to say that music is too loud. Let me turn the music down a little bit there. Okay, there we go. I think we on point now. Yeah, I think we on point, y'all. Let's get this thing to popping right quick. Okay. Alrighty. All right, I be wanting to have a little music playing in the background while I'm kicking it. I don't know if y'all noticed that or not. Let me see something. Okay, that'll work. That'll work. That'll work. That'll work. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep it just like that. All right. All right. Now, I be scrolling on social media and I hear a lot of things and I see a lot of things and y'all know right here on Blast Global Radio, this is the station where the independent artists come first. So we try to keep it creative and innovative around here. We try to keep these independent artists at the forefront. But I notice when I'm keeping these independent artists at the forefront, I really don't get a lot of feedback from the artists. It's a few people, and I can name them off on one hand, that really, take this platform a little serious. You know what I'm saying? With with me doing these live audios and displaying these independent artists. Now, it's to the point where I'm getting to the point where it's like, what am I doing it for, right? What am I doing it for? Why am I displaying these independent artists and I don't too much get any feedback from the independent artists? All I ask is for the artists to share the live audio. All I ask is for the artists to let people know that their music is being played on this here platform. This platform is just as important as any other platform. This platform is just as important as Spotify, Amazon, YouTube. It's just as important as what's the other one? iCloud, iTunes or whatever these platforms y'all using. This platform is just as important. It is just as equal as those platforms. The only difference with this platform is that you do get a live personality that come with these platforms. Other platforms, you don't get a live personality. They just, you know, playing your music, and only if people go hit the music in order for it to play. So you have to promote. You really have to promote that your music is being played on iTunes, Spotify, and all that stuff for people to even know that your music is on those platforms. Same way with this one. You have to let people know that your music is being played on this here platform. Alright? So, the reason why I want to have this conversation, and I named it Are We Blind or What? Is because there's a lot of things that go in the mainstream industry that I don't know if you people are aware of it or not. You know what I mean? I don't know if you notice that all the rituals that take place when you watch these videos and when you watch these on stage performances by these mainstream artists. I don't know if y'all ever pay attention to all of the subliminal messages that is put in these videos and on stage live performances. You know, some people say it might be demonic. Some people say, it's this. Some people say it's that. But who's to say what it is if you haven't been in there and experienced it for yourself? You dig? But I say this to say that, and if you did any studying, and if you know anything about your history, if you know anything about rituals, if you know anything about uh, 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 you know, different religious beliefs or ancient beliefs or present beliefs. These are rituals that are being carried on in these performances. And I'm not gonna say they demonic, and I'm not gonna say they're godly. But at the same time, I know a lot of these signs and a lot of these symbols that's being used, and y'all want to call them Illuminati symbols, y'all want to call them this, and y'all want to call them this. These are ancient symbols that was created by the original man. The original man created these symbols. With these symbols, you can use these symbols for good. You can use these symbols for evil. Everything that you can use for good, you can use for evil too, right? Y'all do know that, right? That's why they came with the saying it's a thin line between love and hate, because it really is a thin line between love and hate. It's a thin line between good and evil, because the same things you can use for good is the same things that you can use for evil. But I do know one thing, that the people who control the narratives put a lot of things out here for us to make evil seem fair seeming. So when we looking at these things, we looking at these things like, oh, it's cool, it's hip, oh, it's um um we looking at it like it's the stuff, you know what I'm saying? But basically it's really not. It's all, set to destroy you mentally and break you down and turn you into a slave mentality. Um that's what these things are doing. I really don't like to kick it a lot about this stuff, because I really don't want to raise too much controversy, because I do have a brand that I'm trying to, get out here. But I don't care nothing about the mainstream. Everything about me is independent. I'm gonna tell you all that right now. You know what I'm saying? There's not a amount of money that can get me to sell my soul. You know what I'm saying? That's not they can't give me a amount of money that that can get me to turn my back on these independent artists that I display on this platform. I am for these independent artists that's being displayed on this platform. And I just need everyone to know that. All right? So, um, I'm really having a hard time, with with this live today because, like I say, I'm using hotspot and wow, okay, I'm using the hotspot and the signal might be good, it might not be, so you might experience a little buffering. So just bear with me, y'all. But I'm trying to make a point, and I'm trying to get people to realize the reason why, this is the station where the independent artists come first. You dig? And it's because of all the things that go on in the mainstream. And if y'all can let me know in the chat how this is coming out on y'all end, that will be greatly appreciated. I need to know what's going on. Okay. All right. I'm trying to get it together, y'all. So for those that's tuned in, if y'all can let me know how this audio sound, I greatly appreciate that. And but yeah, like I was saying. Okay. So the reason why I keep independent in the forefront is because I believe that we can get out here and make the same money independent artists make. I believe that if we can invest our own money in ourselves and in our platforms and in our narratives, and people like what it is that we do, they will pay attention. And you can get the same type of notoriety, you can get the same type of dollars and that mainstream artists get. But we have to be consistent and we have to set the tone, for that. You did? And okay, y'all let me know how this is sounding. I need to know. But this is what I'm talking about. See, you know, we go live and we hardly get anybody to participate. We hardly get anybody to share the live audios. The ones that do share the live audios and do participate, they're not even artists. They just, you know what I'm saying, coming through helping out because they like what they do. I guess we inspire them with what it is that we do, and they come through and they help out and they assist us and they help share the lives. They help get them out here to the people, but we don't get the same type of respect from the independent artists. And like I say, out of the independent artists that I know to actually share these live audios and tune in to these live audios, I can name them on one hand, and I'm not going to mention any names. All right. But back to what I was saying. It's a lot of rituals that be performed in the mainstream media. Now, maybe you guys want to be a part of that, maybe not. I don't know, and it's not really my business whether you want to be a part of it or not, because at the end of the day, salvation is personal. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't practice demonic stuff, and you know, I don't practice witchcraft. You know what I'm saying? Everything about my spirituality is of God and with God. I believe that I am the God, not the big God, the creator of everything was and evermore shall be, but I believe I am a God according to the scriptures, according to my knowledge, and what I've learned, that I really truly believe that we are gods. We are gods and goddesses. All right? So, from my knowledge and understanding, I believe that we are the sole controller of everything that we have going on within ourselves. All right? You got a whole bunch of religions out here. And I'm going to just be real with you. I'm going to just be real with you, and I'm going to just be real with y'all. I'm going to just keep it real. I believe that most of these religions is a bunch of crap. And that's every last one of them. I don't care which one it is. You know what I mean? The messengers of these religions, I'm not saying that they don't be on point with what they be talking about, but religion itself is a bunch of crap. Because religion is not your salvation. That is not your salvation. Your salvation is God. Your salvation is your higher self. You know what I'm saying? And from my knowledge and understanding, I know we have two selves. We have a higher self and we have a lower self. The higher self is with God, and the lower self is with not. The lower self reigns on lewdness, slander, hatred, murder, theft. The higher self don't bring on that. The higher self is with God. So as long as you rolling with the higher self, you rolling with God. That means you're tuning in to your true essence of what God is and what, and you know what I'm saying. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. You in this true essence when you in your higher self. So when people come with different religion, I don't really get down on the religion talk. Religion talk, man, I believe that we, especially us as black people, I believe that we should keep our religions to ourselves. I don't think we should exploit our religions, whatever your belief is. Because at the same time, when we dealing with what we dealing with, as far as racism, they not looking at you for your religion. They looking at you for your skin tone. They looking at you because you black. They don't care nothing about your religion. When the police shoot us down in the street, they not asking us what religion we are when they shoot us down in the street. They shooting us down in the street because we black. This is genocide right here. So genocide ain't got nothing to do with religion. It's got to do with, we gonna get rid of you motherfuckers. That's what genocide is. And we gonna get rid of you through all forms. We gonna get rid of you through the penitentiary system, the penal system, through drugs, through food, water, and we're going to create the narrative so you can hate yourself, you can hate each other, and you can kill each other. You know what I'm saying? Because the biggest genocide we doing to ourselves, because we hate ourselves so much to where we gun each other down in the street every single day. You cannot turn on this news without watching us as black folks gun each other down in the street. So, you know what I'm saying? People comment on the Beyonce concert, man. Everybody know them people done sold out, man. Everybody know them people done sold out. If you don't think them people in the mainstream then most likely done sold they soul, then y'all sadly mistaken. Because the majority of them people in that mainstream, they sold their soul, and the only ones that didn't sell their soul is the ones that get all the backlash in the industry. Those are the ones that have all the problems. The ones that come up dead, the ones that come up missing. And me, I have a platform, so a lot of things I like to remain biased on. You know what I'm saying? So I don't try to get off into the topics of the day and all that kind of stuff like that. But all I do know is that us being independent is like the best thing we can do for ourselves. Now, I ain't trying to stop people who want to be a part of the mainstream. If you want to be a part of the mainstream, go on right on ahead. Be part of the mainstream. You know what I mean? Go ahead and be part of it. Because a lot of you people, I'm scared of y'all anyway. Because y'all be doing too much. Y'all be doing too much. A lot of the women I'm scared of. I'm scared of because y'all around here got all this masculine energy. Y'all want to be like men so bad. Y'all want to be able to do the same thing we do. Y'all not equipped to do what we do. I mean, you can, but how is it going to look at the end? At the end of the day, how it's going to look? And people wonder why they can't get nobody. You can't get nobody because you too busy displaying all this masculine energy. You too busy trying to be like a man. Too busy trying to be like a man. So that's scary. It's very, very scary. You know what else is scary? When you see women running around here with all these tattoos plastered all over their damn body like that. Because don't nobody like that. We don't find that attractive as men. You got all these tattoos plastered around your body. If you got, why don't you go be in a motorcycle club? That's what they like. But average people, man, don't want no woman. Average men don't want no woman with a bunch of tattoos plastered all over their body. You'd have made your whole body a tattoo art gallery on your whole body. That looked horrible. It looked scary. That looked demonic in itself. So it don't surprise me that a lot of y'all follow the mainstream because they're all up under a spell. They whip these spells out on you all day, every day. Whenever they show a video. There's no more class in the videos no more. Everybody ratchet. Everybody raunchy. Man, we gotta snap up out of this stuff, man. This stuff is crazy. And we got to get it together, man. That's why we got the love movement going on over here at Blast Global Radio. This is why I preach the love movement every day right here on Blast Global Radio. It's about love at the end of the day, man, because without love, man, we messed up out here. Or should I say, without love, we fucked up. So we got to get this stuff in order, man. We can't keep living like this, man. We out here killing each other in the street every day. Every day. We killing each other in the street. Every day You hear about a man killing a man, a woman killing her man, or a man killing his woman. Every day. Every day. This is what you hear, man. And so, man, people got to come up out of this, man. We got to step up out of this. All dwelling in these religions. These religions ain't did nothing for nobody. Only people who did benefit from the religion. But the pastors that's going around taking on the money every week. That's who benefiting. Who else benefit? I don't never hear nobody in church speak on economics and preach economics. I never hear nobody in the church preach economics. Because they can't. They can't preach economics. Because most of them churches and most of these religious sectors is 501c3s. They get money funded by the government. So the government is going to tell them and dictate to them what they can talk about, what they can't talk about. And economics is not one of them. Yeah, they can preach all the religious doctrine, and then they only give you so much of that. They don't give you the real deal. And what's the deal with all this traveling? Everybody now, all of a sudden, we got a travel phenomenon going on. During the pandemic, we had the seafood crab boil phenomenon going on. I mean, what's up with this stuff, man? I mean, I know we grew up poor. A lot of us black people, we grew up poor, so we didn't have these things when we was coming up when we were younger. So now y'all overindulging in these things when you older. And what is it doing? What is it doing? Are we benefiting from any of these trips? Are we benefiting from any, are we making any money off of any of these resorts that we go on? Do we have any airplanes? Do we own any trains? Are we making any money off of this traveling stuff? No, you spending money. And then y'all out here spending money, and y'all don't even know what the fuck don't go home the next day. What's going to happen the next day, but y'all out here spending y'all money. How many people got a food supply? How many people got at least a 90-day food supply up in here? How many? Because if it go down tomorrow, it's going to be a lot of us in trouble. Because y'all out traveling, y'all out doing it big, y'all out spending all this money on all these expensive possessions and stuff like that, and we still not benefit nothing off of none of that. And then y'all go through all these changes, y'all spend all this money to impress who? Other poor people? Other people who ain't got it like that, so y'all can stunt and be nah, look what I got. I ain't never seen so many posts, so much food on Facebook and on these social media. Everywhere y'all go, y'all gotta post a picture of y'all plate. What's the purpose of posting a picture of the plate? What that do? What the posting a picture of the plate do? What that do? Is that like a tease or something? Is that supposed to be y'all teasing other people that might not be fortunate enough to go out and do these things? What is it? And I ain't talking about me, because I can afford to do all that stuff y'all doing. I can go anywhere I want to when I get ready. I can eat what I want to eat. I can go to whatever restaurant I want to go to. If I want to go to the London Chop House, I can go to the London Chop House. If I want to go to the mediocre restaurants, I can go to the mediocre restaurants. If I want to go to Jamaica, I can go to Jamaica. If anything I want to do, I can do it. But for what? For what? Oh, to say, oh, I enjoyed myself, man. I did all that stuff when I was young. Most of us did that stuff when we was young. Most of us made plenty of money when we was young, and we did all these things. So now you got all the emulators out. All the emulators is out here now, emulating what people been doing for the longest. But I don't see nobody out here building. And the few people that's out here building, we hardly ever get any support. Because most of the best people that's spending the money that can support us and can help us out and supporting our business and supporting our endeavors, y'all supporting people who don't even care nothing about y'all. That's who y'all support. Y'all support all the people who don't care nothing about y'all. Y'all support racism, white supremacy all day, every day. All day, every day. Because you know why? We don't have nothing. All we do is spend our money with other people and with other groups, and we have nothing. Who, I bet you, name one of them other groups is going to come spend $1 with us. But what we do, we go support everybody. Everybody except for our own people. I can't go to my own people to get no fried chicken, no fried fish. And then when you do find somebody that you can go to and spend money with, they sky freaking high. It costs more to eat off a food truck than it do to go sit down in a restaurant. It costs more to do that. So man, are we blind or what? We got to be blind. We got to be blind in one eye and can't see out the other one. That's what my mama and them used to tell us, and my mama and daddy and grandmama and granddaddy used to tell us when we were kids. You blind in one eye and you can't see out the other one. And you got the blind leading the blind. You got the blind leading the blind, and you got the conscious people leading the blind because the conscious people ain't even conscious enough to even put the people that's blind up on game. Y'all see that they blind and y'all conscious, so y'all continue on with the misleading. It comes a time, man, we have to take accountability, man. We have to take accountability for what we do, man. We have to control our own narratives. But I can tell you this. I can tell you this. How come we can't get independent artists to pack a crowd here in the city of Detroit? How come we can't get Detroit artists to pack a crowd like they did at that Beyonce concert last night right here in Detroit, Michigan? Why can't we get independent artists to pack a crowd like that? You know why? Because y'all don't care nothing about the independent artists. That's why. Because all y'all interest is focused on mainstream. But what the mainstream people gonna come? I know more independent artists do more for their community than mainstream artists. I know more independent artists that do for their community than mainstream artists. All day and day, every day. And you wonder why your best artists and your best musicians that walked away from the mainstream. Why is that? Why have your number one artist that sold all most albums, the most records, why did they walk away from the mainstream? Why? Can you answer that question for me? Why did all these artists walk away from the mainstream? I'm talking about artists that was on top of their game when they walked away from the mainstream. I'm talking about on top. I'm talking about 5-time platinum recording artists. Huh? Walk away from the mainstream. Why? Like BDP said back in the day, you ask yourself, why is that? Why is that? Why Billboard make this man the greatest rapper of all times when it's still a whole slew of people that he can't even compete with right now, that if he was to get on the mic and if he was to battle him right now, they're smoky. They were definitely smoky, man. Why is that? Why? Why? Why do we carry on the way we do? Why? 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 There ain't nobody answering me. So see, that's the thing, man. You know, when I want to have these serious conversations, I can't get nobody to tune in. So really, no one tunes in to what I got going on. So I'm wondering if I should even keep on promoting independent artists because no one seems to care. To me, you know what I'm saying? I've been doing this thing for a long time. My views should be way up there. My views should be way up there. It's the same thing with the promo guy. I see a lot of people mess with the promo guy, but when I play her her shows on YouTube, no one is tuning in. Why? Why? So I'm thinking maybe, man, I should just go ahead, man, and just stop, man, promote independent artists, man. Because ain't nobody appreciating it. No one is appreciating what it is that we doing. And I have a day job, so you know, I do what I do when I get off work. I am a barber. I am a creator. You know what I'm saying? This is what I do. And I love music. I love music like the OJs. Let's get some people to share this live audio, man. Let's get some people to share this. But you know, man, we got to get with the program, man. We definitely have to get rid with the program. And once I get my subscribers up, and once I get my listeners up, my viewers up, I start doing visuals again. But I don't even want to do visuals. For what? We have to get our act together, man. That's the bottom line. That is the bottom line. We have to get our stuff together. Together. We have to get it together. Together. Yeah, that's right, baby. We gotta get it together. Gotta get this thing together, man. We gotta stop playing around. We gotta keep the independent artists in the forefront. We gotta make independent the mainstream. Because it was funny, I was looking at some thing on social media. I seen people arguing about the Beyonce concert last night. And and I looked at it myself, as far as what I seen, the aftermath of it. I didn't go to the concert, but I seen the aftermath. Well, see, I already knew what it's gonna be like because they've been doing that. They've been performing these rituals on stage. And I'm not gonna say they demonic rituals because who's to say whether it's a demonic ritual or not? We don't know because I know through my knowledge and understanding, I know the same thing that can be used for good can be used for evil. And I know the same thing we call demonic is of God too because God created everything. He even created the demons. So, I mean, for far as I knew, and I've always known my understanding that knowledge that God is the ruler of all, the conqueror of all, the everything is, was, and evermore shall be. So everything had to come from God. Everything, even the demons. But I know one thing though, ain't no demon got power over me. Cause I already know who I am. So those demons ain't got no power. See, when you know who you is and you know who you are, don't none of that stuff have power over you. Because you are the power. You are the power. And you know you are the power because once you start spitting power, everybody disappear. Well, they disappear. I notice when I do the jazz on Sundays, I have more people tuning in to jazz on Sunday than I do on the regular King Darius show. I noticed that. So, to me, it further lets me know that people can give two fucks about the independent artists. Hello. So that Beyonce concert, from what I can see, was off the chain last night. Can we please get these independent artists to booking shows like that, to doing shows like that? That's why we create these platforms. We create these platforms for the independent artists. The independent artists need to take advantage of these platforms because nothing stays the same. Nothing stays the same. We're constantly evolving. Today is radio, tomorrow is TV. But let's get some of this content put on these black platforms. What's wrong with that? What is wrong with black artists, black actors, actresses putting their content on black-owned media? Why do we have to be on the other networks? Why we have to be on the networks that can give two fucks about you? Why we have to be on the networks that you have to sell your soul, that you got to kowtow and step it and fetch it to be on those platforms? Why we got to do that? Why? Why we can't stick with our own platform? So, so that's why I'm asking you, are we blind or what? Evidently we got to be blind. Evidently we got to be blind. We can't hear or nothing. We deaf mutes and we blind at the same time because nobody's paying attention. I get the same people, the same few people that said, I play all these artists on this show. I got all these artists in rotation on Blast Global Radio, and all I ever see is 2 to 4 people that actually share these audios. So, you know it'd be real bold if I just said, forget trying to promote independent artists and just do me. Because I love music. I love music regardless. And I'm going to do my thing regardless of whether I'm doing independent artists or what. But I prefer to do the independent artists. But no one is paying attention to these independent artists. Dope music. Dope music. But no one's paying attention. No one is paying attention to these artists. I have to go all the way around my elbow to get to my thumb to get one person to tune in to this station right here. And if you think it's whack, just tell me it's whack. That way I can do something to make it better. But I'm not a talk show. You got plenty of talk shows out here. I'm not a talk show. I'm strictly music. So my thing is display these independent artists. If y'all want a person to talk, I'm not him. I'm not about to sit here and talk your ears off. You got plenty of talk platforms. Everybody want a platform so they can talk. Everybody want to talk. Everybody want to talk, but ain't talking about shit. Huh? How many relationship shows we got to listen to out here? How many relationship shows we got out here? Everybody and their mama want to do a relationship show. You got men want to do relationship shows, women want to do relationship shows. So we got a gazillion. I'll go YouTube right now and pull up about 1,000 relationship shows right now off of YouTube right now. 1,000 relationship shows. You got 1,000 shows where men bashing women. You got thousands of shows where women is bashing men. You got thousands of shows where men is talking about, well, I don't want to be with my black woman no more because, I don't. What's still, what we came to? Now we at the point now where black men and black women don't want to be with each other no more? Why? Because y'all too busy paying attention to this mainstream stuff. Mainstream got y'all head fucked up. These reality shows got y'all head fucked up. That's why. That's why. Y'all too busy focusing on what these false narratives. That's why we fucked up. And we ain't loving on each other no more. Black folks need to start back loving on each other. That's right. We need to start back loving on each other. Because y'all ain't doing nothing. We not doing nothing. What is we doing? We going to work. We coming home. We paying our bills. We doing this. We doing that. What's gonna happen when they replace everything with robots? What y'all gonna do then? Because they gonna replace everything with robots, and we as black people, we ain't gonna be the manufactured nan robot, huh? Everybody, you one person set up a business, everybody want to set up the same business. Everybody. So you got one person to start them a sex novelty store. Now you got 50, 60 other people right along with them trying to do the same thing. Everybody, monkey see, monkey do. Monkey see, monkey do. That's all I see out here. Monkey see, monkey do. Monkey see, monkey do. Monkey see, monkey do. You know what I mean? So ain't nothing but a bunch of followers out here, man. All the ain't nobody, everybody following. Where our leaders at? Where our leaders? Why we got to continue to kill each other? Why we can't just love each other, man? Oh man, they re-gentrifying the city of Detroit. Detroit is being re-gentrified. I guess so. What do we do? What do we do with the city of Detroit? What did we do? What did we do? Can anybody ask a question about what we did with the city of Detroit when black people was in power? When we had a bunch of all the black politicians and black mayors, what did we do to the city of Detroit? What did black people do to the city of Detroit? Can anybody answer that question for me? What did black people do to the city of Detroit? What did our black politicians do to the city of Detroit? I could tell you one thing, we didn't do nothing but destroy it. We destroyed it. I didn't watch houses, I watched people move out of house, and then 2 days later that house is stripped to the bone. I watched other people move out of the house, and then 2 days later, they house stripped to the bone. Every time I watched somebody move out of house over here, the house was stripped to the bone. And then I had people actually, new people that actually bragged about stripping the houses to the bone because they run around here like they got a legitimate business, like they really making money, like they really doing something, but they wasn't doing nothing but destroying the community. Literally destroying the community. Wasn't nobody trying to buy nothing. Wasn't nobody trying to fix nothing. But they would tear it down in a heartbeat. And then people say they love their city. Y'all don't love y'all city, man. Y'all just want what y'all want out of it. Just like that's why we ain't having no relationships. That's why we don't have the relationship is not really being successful like that because don't nobody have no love for each other. We not loving each other. We not loving ourselves. we're not loving ourselves. So, you know what I'm saying? People say, well, what's the solution? What's the solution? The solution is that we have to get out here and create. That's the solution. There ain't no other solution, but we got to get out here and create. The only solution is that we have to create thought, word, and deed. You think it, you speak it, and you put into action. You got faith. As long as you got faith, you put the work in to go with that faith. That's what it's about. And all religious doctrines teach the same thing. They all teach the same thing. I done study all these religions, and each and last one of them teach the same thing. So where y'all get at with all this religious beef for? Because they all teach the same thing, man. Life is life. Life is life, and law is law. As long as you breaking these laws, we gonna continue to suffer out here. Long as we ain't, long as we're not practicing humanity and goodwill towards each other, we through. We can forget about it. I don't care how much money you got or how much money you get, because it don't make no difference. They can take it all from you in the blink of an eye. And if they can't take your money, then there's some other things they'll do to you. And they ain't got to take your money. They can just get rid of you. They can just get rid of you. So, man, I'm supposed to be blowing me one right now. I done got to talking. I'm about to blaze up. But, I'm like my man Nas. He said, I'm just sitting here, thinking, about a man lost his son. And he had his son cremated, and then he took his ashes and turned it into a diamond ring. Now he can watch his sun shine every day. Hmm. Well, I'm sitting here ashing in this ashtray. Hmm. Yeah, the blunt ash falls in the ashtray. Did I see my whole life fly past me? Did I keep it gangster or keep it classy? Or will the money and fame outlast me? Huh? That's what I'm talking about, man. We trying to make independent artists the mainstream. Independent artists is going to be the mainstream. I want to see P Dot go on stage and pack that audience like Beyonce did last night. That's what I want to see. I want to see Accumulated Black Knight and his whole team perform on stage and had an audience packed like they was at Beyonce concert last night. That's what I want to see. I want to see us as black people come together and put our funds together. I want to see us establish more business. I want to need to see us with more infrastructure. You know what I'm saying? Food trucks is cool. Man, food trucks is the shit. But can we see more infrastructure? That's all we limited to is food trucks, huh? We can't have infrastructure, huh? We can't have land, huh? And I don't want to hear nothing about nothing but these religious doing people doing because these religious people they ain't doing jack. They're selling you a narrative. They ain't doing jack. So I don't care nothing about your religion. I don't care if it's Yahweh, Jehovah, Allah, none of that. I don't care about none of that stuff, man. All I care about is we as black people moving forward, becoming creative and innovative, creating and making this independent artist mainstream. Because we shouldn't even be able to have to say independent artist. Why we got to say independent artist anyway? How come we just can't say artists? Why it's got to be independent artists? They ain't just artists. Because they artists. Independent just means you ain't signed to no major label or no record label. Independent means you in control over your own stuff. That's what independent means. Man, we have to do what we have to do, man. We got to do what we got to do, man. So, if I ain't the one to put y'all independent artists out there, even though I've been doing it for years now, you know what I'm saying? If I'm not the one, then somebody else can come be welcome. More than happy. I'll be more than happy for you to come on this platform and take it and do what you got to do. If anybody think they can come over his platform and do it better, you're welcome. Well, people don't even recognize you until they start seeing mainstream artists. See you messing with the mainstream artists. Oh, now you see me over here kicking it with Rick Ross or whoever it might be. I'm just using that example. You know what I'm saying? Oh, now you paying attention now. But wasn't nobody paying attention when I was kicking Big Gov, Pete out of Kinulay, Pierre Anthony. When nobody paying attention. When nobody paying attention when I was bumping Mo Cash. Ain't nobody paying attention when I'm playing Sky Covington. Nobody paying attention when I'm playing Promise Marks. Blast Global Radio is the station where the independent artists come first, man. We have to keep independence in the forefront, man. That's our only bottom line is to keep independence in the forefront. And I thought I did have some people tune in. They never comment. People tune in, they never comment in the comment section. So I don't know what to say about that. So, but it's going to become a time where I'm going to evolve. Blast Global Radio is going to evolve, and everything going to flip. And when it flip, and people try to jump on the bandwagon, I'm gonna just turn a lot of people down. I'm not gonna want to work with nobody because nobody is work wittable. From what I can see, I don't see nobody being work wittable. I hear a lot of fuck you pay me's though. I hear a lot of that. I mean, it's cool. Everybody entitled to think how they want to think and do how they want to do. But at the same time, man, I like building relationships. And if we ain't building no relationship, we ain't getting nowhere. Because I've yet to turn on 98 WJLB. I have yet to turn on a station and hear any of these mainstream artists being kicked. I'm just saying, man. I don't hear 92 on 92.3. I don't hear independent artists. Steve Harvey morning show in the morning. I never hear Steve Harvey playing independent artists. DL Hughley show in the afternoon. I never hear DL Hughley playing independent artists. But I know a lot of these stations will give an independent artist a job. Just like I know a lot of record labels that will sign an independent artist just to shut them the fuck up. And they get you in these bogus ass deals and then they sit you to the side. They get you in these bogus ass deals and have you sitting up ghostwriting for the other artist that's on the label. And still finding a way to fuck you out the money. So you be sitting there like the locks, writing all these people, all these jams for everybody else, and you sitting up on the sideline. No, we need to get this stuff together, man. I show a lot of these artists love. I ain't asked nan artist for a dime. I used to always hear, why radio stations always want money from us? Why they always trying to get money out of us? Why they trying to do this? Why they trying to do that? Well, I'm one of the ones that ain't doing that. But yeah, I guess is that the reason why ain't nobody paying me no attention? Cause I ain't asking nobody for no bread. Do I need to start asking people for money? Should I say? Because my platform is just as valuable as anybody other platform, and people music can be purchased off my platform. So should I start charging people to play their music on my platform? Should I? Because I can flip the whole thing. Blast Global Radio is Blast Global Radio. So I can just concentrate on playing nothing but mainstream artists and just charge the independent artists to play their music on my shit. Because that's what it's going to eventually come down to. It will eventually, I'm just going to stop playing independent artists, period. Just, I feel like a lot of the independent artists is unappreciative out here. And last time I checked, independent artists is getting exposure from independent platforms. It's the independent platforms that be putting y'all out there. It's the independent platforms that be getting y'all this exposure, that be having people wanting to fuck with y'all like that, man. And y'all hard work. We play a big part. So, man, no one is perfect, man. I hear people say, if I start me a radio station platform, would y'all follow me? Would y'all support me? And these are men asking questions like this, man. Y'all sound like a bunch of broads, man. Y'all sound like females. Oh, if I do this, would you support me? Man, just start the motherfucker, man. Quit worried about whether people gonna support you or not. If that's your passion, if that's what your heart at, start it. Who cares whether people gonna support you or not? Get it from the mud. Cause when I started Blast Global Radio, I ain't asked nobody shit. I ain't asked nobody nothing. Quit, man, relying on, man. Quit looking for validation from other people, man. Too many people need to be validated, man. That's some weak ass shit. That shit weak as fuck. If I start me a radio station, will y'all support me? Man, that shit sound weak as hell. For a man to say something like that, that shit really weak. Man, just do it, man. Do it, man, and put your work in, man, and get the people behind you, man. If don't nobody say, "Oh, I support," and the same people that say they gonna support, they ain't gonna do shit because y'all don't know how much hard work that this entail. Y'all think y'all just gonna get on the radio and then that shit just gonna pop like that? Man, we got to get together, man. We definitely got to get this together, man. We got to get everything in order, man. We got to start looking out for our own. We got to start supporting each other's businesses. This is what we have to do, man. We have to create our own narrative. This is what we have to do. Stop taking no for an answer. We all the days of taking no for an answer is over because we ain't got to take no for an answer. We could just do our own thing, create our own thing. But I know I want to see independent concerts, independent artist concerts like that Beyonce concert was last night. That mug was off the chain. That concert was off the chain. This just off one city and state. So ain't nobody came from all over the world to come to Detroit to see Beyonce. All that came from Michigan and Detroit and Michigan. Maybe other states, maybe Chicago, maybe Ohio. But there was a lot of people at that concert last night. And could y'all, and what jam she got that really touched somebody's soul? Cause I ain't heard nothing about it that touched my soul. I done heard more songs by Tupac that touched my. I done heard more records than Tupac by Tupac that touched my soul than I heard by Beyonce that touched my soul. And who made this dude the greatest rapper of all time? Cause he ain't touched my soul not one time. And he ain't nan record this dude made touched my soul. Not nan, but I could name quite a few records that Tupac made that touched my soul. I think Tupac is the greatest of all time, dead or alive. But that's me though. I ain't got nothing to do with what nobody else think. I think Tupac is the greatest rapper of all time, dead or alive. That's my number one. Number two, I'm gonna have to give it to LL Cool J, cause LL Cool J, nobody has beat him in a battle yet. So he would be my number two guy. I'm gonna give it to Tupac because his lyrics was touching and they'll touch your soul. And Tupac was the Michael Jackson of hip hop. Just like Michael Jackson would make a thug nigga break down to his knees and cry, Tupac do the same thing. Tupac do the same thing. So, you know, I want to see independent artists get it like that, man. I want to see independent artists get it like Beyonce did at that concert last night. I'm trying to tell you. Blast Global Radio, man, the station where the independent artists come first, man. If y'all can hit that share button, that like button, and that subscribe button, I greatly appreciate it. I was just thinking, man. I was just thinking, and I'm gonna put this track back on. Keep some music playing in the background. I do like to have a little music playing in the background when I be on my lives, you dig? But man, we got to keep this in the forefront, man. We got to continue to keep it creative and innovative around here, man. We ain't got no choice in the matter. This is what we have to do, man. We got to keep on continue to keep it creative and innovative around here. So, yeah, man. So we just gonna keep making it do what it do. Keep it creative and innovative. Stop getting mixed up in these religions. These religions ain't gonna do nothing for you. They're not gonna do anything for you. I want you to say, I can't do nothing for you, man. I can't do nothing for you, man. So y'all need to quit arguing about religion. Don't nobody care nothing about your religion. I don't care if you the Nation of Islam, the Moorish Science Temple, the Church of God in Christ, Holy Presbyterian, El Shaddai Ministry, Yahweh, Jehovah. I don't care about if you none of that. You know why? Because at the end of the day, we black, baby. When racism, white supremacy look at you, they not looking at you because you of your religion. They looking at your skin color. They looking at your skin tone. They looking at that melanated skin. That's what they looking at. They give two fucks about your religion. Your religion don't mean shit to them. Oh, like my grandmama used to say, not one iota. No, none of that stuff mean nothing. At the end of the day, baby. So, yeah, so I just, you know, it was just a few things, little few things that I had to get off my chest. like I say, I was looking on the social media, and they was talking about the Beyonce concert. Okay, I'm gonna get back to the Beyonce concert. They was talking about the Beyonce concert last night, and they was stating that how everything about it was demonic and ritual. And I thought to myself when they was talking when they were talking about it, I was like, wow, I've been seeing this. I've been seeing this in a lot of the videos, and I've been seeing this stuff in a lot of the videos. I want to say shit. I want to say I've been seeing this stuff, man, for like the past 20 or 30 years. I actually been paying attention. It's actually just worse now because now they just putting it blatantly in front of your face, and they don't care if you know or not. See, back then they used to have some discrepancies with the subliminal messages, and you really had to sit up and be paying attention and figure it out. But now they just blatantly put it out there for you now, so you can't help but notice it. And if you don't notice it, there's something wrong with you. I swear to God. If you don't notice all the subliminal messages that they put in a lot of this stuff, if you don't notice that every time they play a commercial on television that's got anything to do with drugs, if it's drugs, why are you showing the woman's pelvic area through the whole commercial? They trying to get you to support their drugs and their pharmaceuticals, but they got you paying attention to the woman pelvic area through the whole commercial. And don't nobody want to pay attention to these women pelvic areas. Some of these ladies is old white ladies, man. Don't nobody want to look at them like that. For real, I'm just saying. I mean, I don't. So why every time y'all show one of these commercials, y'all got to show their pubic area? Y'all focus. Y'all focus on their pubic area. See, y'all don't pay attention to stuff like that. Y'all miss that kind of stuff, huh? It's like every time I watch some movies and certain stuff, I got to be bombarded with, you know what I'm saying, men kissing on each other. And don't nobody want to see that. I want to see that. It's just certain stuff, man. We just, and especially us as men, we just don't want to see that. But y'all trying to force it on us because y'all trying to defeminize us. Y'all trying to buck break us. And y'all try to buck break us by using our women to do it. And y'all been doing that. Y'all been doing that since the plantation days. Y'all been using and our women, and our women been helping y'all buck break us. You know what I mean? So we got to get this stuff together, man. We got to get it together, man. People say we living in the sign of time. But you know what? Most people say it's the sign of times. I don't say it's the sign of times because I think the people who wrote about the signs of times is the same people that's promoting the narrative. Hello. Y'all think like it was some holy stuff that came. Nah, there's somebody that set up and wrote in this book exactly what he was gonna do to us, exactly what they was gonna do to us when that time period had come. They telling you exactly what they're gonna do to. Oh, you think somebody magically just thought about this and it just appeared to them out the blue and say, hey man, the future is gonna be like this and the future is gonna be like that. Nah, the future is gonna be like that because they wrote how the future was gonna be like. They said themselves how the future was gonna be like. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's not. I'm not saying you can't learn things through esoterics and stuff like that of that nature, but at the same time, man, come on, man, be for real, man. They blatantly do this to you,
blatantly do this to you because they know we too occupied and our mind too occupied to actually do anything about it. Your mind occupied actually do anything about it. So what's the deal? So, okay. Most of us, man, we didn't travel. We didn't been here. We didn't been there. Most people, you know, have been to the Dominican Republic. Most people didn't been to Puerto Rico. A lot of people didn't been to Jamaica. You know what I'm saying? It's other places that people want to go. A lot of us have been to Mexico and different parts of Mexico, Costa Rica, Costa Maya, and places like that. You know, a lot of us have done that. You know, it's nothing to brag about, though.
It's nothing to brag about. Because when you're bragging and you're showing off like that, man, you're showing off for other people that might not can't afford to do that right now, and
it just create stuff with people, and they feel like that they gotta do these things. No, no. I ain't too quick to leave the country right now, no way, man. There's too much stuff going on for me to actually leave the country. I'd rather take my chance right over here in America.
And I damn sure won't break my neck to get to a place where people don't give two fucks about you.
It's just a money grab. They just making money off you. That's all they doing. They don't really too much care about you. They just make money off you. And the thing is, they making money off you. They know you lost too.
Them other people, them other nationalities, them other parts of the world, they know you lost, man.
They know you don't have knowledge of self. They know you don't know nothing about what's going on out here. And a lot of them don't know what's going on out here because they've been brainwashed too. The same system that run that over there is the same system that run this over here. And y'all passport bros, I don't know what to say about y'all, man. Y'all getting ridiculous with this passport shit because the shit, a lot of y'all be talking about, man, and a lot of stuff women y'all be talking about over there in them other countries, man, they don't look like shit, no way. Plain Jane, brawny, Haggerty ass looking, come on, man, they both plain Jane motherfucker. Everybody look alike until they put makeup on.
Everybody look alike until they put makeup on. They make their eyebrows go a certain kind of way and, stuff like that, Ain't nobody doing nothing that spectacular, man. You ain't got nothing but, a couple of people who done hustled up on a couple of dollars to go somewhere. And y'all show out for people who less fortunate. That's all I see. But I keep on getting off the subject, man. I keep on getting off the subject. I want to get back to this ritual being performed on these concerts and these different platforms. Like I said, they've been doing this, man. Do you know a lot of dance moves Michael Jackson performed? Do you know a lot of those dance moves was rituals? Do y'all know that? Y'all don't know that, do y'all? Do you know that it's videos by Michael Jackson that the whole video was a ritual being performed? Y'all don't know that, do y'all? They've been doing this stuff, man. They've been doing it. Because when they let you in the door, their whole game is to exploit you, man. And you got to be up under a spell to have all the fame in the world and no money. You got all the fame and no money. I'm talking about all the fame in the world and no money. Why is that? Because they've been brainwashed. They've been hoodwinked. They've been bamboozled. Run astray. Run amok. That's what they've been. And their idea is to sell you an agenda and to promote an agenda. And if you're not trying to be a part of promoting their agenda, then they have no use for you in the mainstream. No use. None whatsoever. Like, you don't get no shrimp fried rice. You don't get no oodles and noodles. You don't get no champagne. You don't get nothing. They say, they say, they say y'all album went quadruple platinum and y'all riding in Suzuki sidekicks. Album went quadruple platinum. What does it take for an album to go quadruple platinum? Can anybody answer that question for me? I bet you can't nobody answer the question of what it takes for album to go triple platinum. Anybody answer that question for me? What does it take for an album to go triple platinum? It takes a whole lot of promotion. And it also takes a collaboration of all the major and major subsidiary labels that's up under these majors. It takes a conglomerate, a combination of all of them to make the album do what it do. That means 9 times out of 10, you probably got some of the greatest musicians from all over the world to produce this track. 9 times out of 10, you got to have certain musicians on your album in order for it to do that, because certain musicians gonna buy your album just because you got that musician on that album. It's just like Vincent Price doing the voice for Thriller, you know what I'm saying? The record did the damn thing just because Vincent Price was doing his thing on the motherfucking record. That and white folks just lost their mind when it did that. When they put Vincent Price on the Thriller record, that record alone, just that one record by itself, took the world by storm. They ain't had nothing to do with all the other number one consecutive hit songs that he had on the album. That was just one. So the amount of money that it took to make that project do what it do, that was a lot of money put in that project right there. How many people right now got the money to put in a project like the Thriller album? How many people got that kind of money? Which independent artist got out here got that type of money to put an album out here like Thriller, where you can go get some of the best musicians from all over the world to do an album? How many people got money like that? Who got money to take a to go take a Burt Bacharach song and turn it into a number one hit song? Cause y'all think them Luther songs was hits because Luther was singing it. Yeah, it had a little bit to do with it, but another part that it had to do with it that it was a Burt Bacharach song. Just because it was a he got paid off his songs just because it was a Burt Bacharach song. Burt Bacharach ain't did nothing in years, but you remake one of his music, some of his music, and you going number one. Just because it's a Burt Bacharach song. Only. Just because. The lyrics and the vocals might not sound like shit. Vocal might not sound like shit, but because it's a Burt Bacharach song, that motherfucker then went number one. How about that? But it's like that whenever you pull a sample from back in a day that was a number one hit song on the chart and put some dope lyrics on it, it's going number one. So to take so to take so to take a song like Hard Not Life, which is the Annie song, from the movie Annie, it's a hard not life for us. And white folks, that's white folks shit, so they embraces that. You know what I'm saying? So if you take a song like Hard Not Life and put some dope lyrics on it, you got a number one hit track. But do anybody get to take any song Hard Not Life and make it into a hit song? Or were you selected to take that Annie track and make it a number one hit song? Could any one of you have done that? And things that make you go, hmm. Things that make you go, Things that make you go, Things that make you go, Yeah. So that's all I'm saying, man. Yep. So basically, that's what we have to do, man. We have to keep on keeping it creative and innovative. We got to support our own. We got to share these artists. I do need more artists sending me music. That's another thing too. I need more artists sending me music. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't had people complain, well, you play the same music over and over again. It ain't about me playing the same music over and over again. I'm doing a show. So by me doing a show, I want my show to sound good. I want it to beat, I want it to thump, I want it to sound good, and I want people to feel the music that I'm actually displaying on this show. So, with that being said, show got to be funky. I don't just want to play any and everything on the King Darius show. I want it to sound good. I want to entertain. So not only am I putting and exposing independent artists, also I want to entertain you too.
I want your head to bob through the whole show. So in order for your head to bob through the whole show, that means I got to be playing music that's going to keep your head bobbing through the whole show.
That's all I'm saying.
So, like I say, man, you're gonna have a lot, with these mainstream artists, man. They perform a lot of rituals, and some people say it's demonic. I'm not gonna use demonic, even though you know what I'm saying. Some of the stuff just be too far fetched. I'm gonna say too far fetched. I ain't gonna say demonic, man, because you never know. You know what I'm saying? I mean, a lot of this stuff was created, man. Like they created this stuff to look like this, man. It's like when people wrote Harry Potter books back during the medieval times and shit. Now they taking those same books and making movies out of them. You know, I mean, did you take the Harry Potter books literally? You know what I'm saying? Or was it just entertainment during that era? You know what I mean? The Harry Potter books, they was creating imaginations and things of that nature because that's how the human mind works. The human mind is imaginative. It imagines things. So you create images in your mind through imagining. That's why it says we were created in the image and the likeness. Because everything start with thought. So if it started with a thought, that means you were actually being imagined. Imagine. You know what I mean? So, you have to look at things for what it was, man, and what it is, man. You want to take certain things literally, and there you go. We created in the image and the likeness. So, that's why I play certain records. That's why I play records like From Atoms to Atom. ATOMS to ADAMS. If you don't know what that means, y'all need to do some studying.
Hello. If you don't know what that means, then you need to do some studying. Flat out. That's why the name of this title is Are We Blind or What? Because I'm trying to tell you, man, people acting like they blind, bro. You're blind in one eye and can't see out the other. I don't know what's wrong with him. You must be blind in one eye and can't see out the other. Or am I stepping in fetching voice? Stepping in fetching voice. I don't know, sir. He must be blind in one eye and can't see out the other. You know what I mean? So, man, we gotta come out of that, man. We gotta keep it creative and innovative around here, man. This is what we gotta do, baby. We gotta keep it creative and innovative around here. We have to build our own. We gotta buy back the block by any means. We need to come together. We need to put monies together. We need to start and just fuck starting a regular organization, man. Any old organization. Fuck that. We gonna start organizations that's gonna help us be more economical. We need economical organizations. Man, don't we got enough religion organizations out here? It's enough for that. I'm quite sure we got enough. But it's a lot of people you got to get to that ain't thinking about none of that stuff. We don't need religion. We need economic growth and development. That's what we need. We don't need religion. We need economic growth and development. That's what we need. We need economic growth and development, baby. That's what we need. We don't need no religion. That's real talk. All right. So with that being said, man, it's going on 12 o'clock midnight, man. I'm about to get off this. I wish I could get more people to tune in. I wish we can have this conversation. But get at me though, man. Go to your Google Play Store, download the Blast Global Radio app. We do have, the jazz station and the hip hop R&B station on the app. So you got Blast Global Radio and you got BGR Jazz on the app. So download the app and go to your content section and you can find all the links. All the links is in the content section on the app, y'all. So show y'all love by going to your Google Play Store and download the app. We do have the app coming out on Apple soon, so just be mindful of that. So if you have an Apple phone, you will be able to go to the Apple iStore, whatever you call it, and download the Blast Global Radio app. Alright? Also, I want y'all to stay tuned for the Promo Underground Sound Off, which airs Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock p.m., which, if you was tuned in to the station itself, you will hear Promo God Underground Sound Off, baby. This is how we do it. Alright? Until the next time, peace. We live.